Slam podcast. Very original. I'm wondering as well, I'll apologise, you might not get it, but I'll apologise if you've got the one that we were counting down for as we came in. I might have clicked the record too early.
No, don't worry. But yeah, podcast 6, I think it's
something like that. Well, it's the next time on podcast, it's Hell in a Cell.
Yes.
That's it. Usually over with deaths. And the only one that comes to mind that WWE mentioned recently was Burt Reynolds.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But,
so, yeah, to my knowledge, no one's dead.
But we can mention the awards and WrestleHub and...
Yes,
yeah, because we mentioned them already in the video to share over, but might as well mention them again because this award's still going. Go over and vote for us. Go to WrestleHub on Twitter and vote for us in any way you want to. There's loads of different categories. Just pop onto their Twitter, you'll find all the information. But yeah, these guys are awesome. They've just put all these awards together. We're part of it as much as a load of other wrestling podcasts. And considering we've only been doing this 5 months,
yeah, thank you.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah, thank you for the nomination.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
We've put up our little... I don't know what you call it.
Promo video?
Yeah, that's the one, thank you. You'd think with all this wrestling lingo I'd know what the fuck it's called. But, yeah, so if you can continue to vote and support us, that'd be great.
Yeah.
So we'll dive
Hell
right
in a Cell.
Yeah, we'll dive right in, because again, I don't think it's deaths.
Pre-show.
Pre-show.
I only watched the highlights for this because I was kind of annoyed that this match was on the pre-show, to be perfectly honest.
I was as well. In hindsight, again, because it's easy doing this in hindsight, I thought, right... let me talk English first. Not in the entire night was there the mention of a United States title match, whatever.
No, there's nothing.
Shinsuke weren't even there. I'm thinking it's one thing not to have the US title match on the card at all, but you could have thrown it on the pre-show. You could have gave Shinsuke any opponent. Bobby Roode would have been fine.
Yeah.
But nah, nothing. I did watch the pre-show and the first match of the actual event live because I'd come back from a night in Birmingham and just thought, I'll see how far I can go. That's how far I went. I thought the SmackDown Tag Title match was very good.
Yeah, from what I saw, it was fun, and I think Aiden English was definitely the standout.
Yeah.
But it seems like they're building towards him and Rusev still splitting up because of like miscommunications and stuff like that, and it's annoying because they finally got back together and got back on the same page, and I was so happy, but now it looks like they're potentially putting them back again.
Yeah.
I don't want that, man. I want Rusev Day going on forever until he wins the championship.
Well, I think they will at some point, because it's a weird, slight miscommunication, I remember, because so the match it rolled perfectly as a tag team should.
Yeah.
And New Day, and probably Rusev and Aiden, New Day have always done it, but probably Rusev and Aiden as well, went out with that kind of mind of like, right, we're going to make sure we're not the pre-show next time. We're going to try and steal the show.
I think that's what anybody's mindset whenever they're on the pre-show. It's like, right, let's steal the show so that they can't put it on there.
Yeah, and New Day have always done that, even though they always every now and then end up on the pre-show. But the breakdown of communication between Rusev and Aiden did the blind tag, and when Rusev kind of, what are you doing? Aiden, don't trust me. And then when Rusev did his attempt off the second rope, I think Kofi, whoever it was, rolled out the way, and Aiden hit it, which suggests Aiden knew what he was talking about, kind of thing. So I don't know if they're going to go with that storyline of when they do begin to like decline, Aiden just turns around and goes, I'm the one who's been running this show. You guys have no idea what you're doing.
Then they can build that tension.
Yeah, well, especially if Aiden turned around.
He got the accolade as well, didn't he?
Yeah, which I thought was pretty cool.
I was like, okay.
Because I thought, oh my, because when he put it in, I saw Big E come in, try and break it up, and ran into a super kick from Rusev. I thought, oh my god, this is going to happen.
Yeah,
Aiden's going to win with the accolade. But because I did think during the match, it was that whole, well, if it's on the pre-show, it's telling me there's no title change in hand. But I keep thinking, like...
They may surprise us.
Yeah, if you want more network subscribers or people tuned into the pre-show, have a shot title change.
Yeah, if you give them that free bit, then just you've got to have a shot for people to go, right, I've got to watch this show, getting the pay-per-view, I'll buy it now.
But no, it's not even because it's the pre-show as well. It'd be more like if you suddenly go, I bought the pay-per-view but didn't catch the pre-show because I don't have the network. You go, well, SmackDown Tag Titles change. You go, I'm going to get the network. Yeah. If anything, it would help the company. So, but yeah, that was
decent.
It was a good pre-show.
Then I was surprised this one was first on the main card.
This is the reason I watched it live.
Yeah, Orton versus Hardy in the cage. Cage is red.
I don't like that.
I don't mind it. Apparently, the reason that he did it, he said that Vince said, I just felt like a little bit of a change, like when they decided to get rid of the Roman numerals in WrestleMania. So, like, it's been a while. When he realised it had been 20 years, they thought, right, let's change it a little bit. So he decided to go red. I'm fine with it. It's just a colour.
Well, yeah, because I was gonna kind of open.
The cage is still the cage. You know
yeah, I was gonna kind of open with the pros and cons of the structure and arena itself and stuff. I did have, I think, 2 pros, but I forgot one now. But the red cell, I remember speaking to a brother about it, and he rightly said, I thought, well, not rightly said, but he said, I thought, yeah, you're probably on something. It's probably another merchandise ploy, new red Hell in a Cell. But to me, it looked like a giant Lego brick. It just, but
that's a good point.
But it made me think, like, is this going to be like an attempt to hide blood or something? Because if there's blood, I want to see it.
We did.
We did see it, but I know their PG era is like, oh, well, we've got to hide it. But I don't know, the red cell just looked tacky to me.
Yeah, I can understand that.
What I liked was they were like, every now and then when they did a replay, they had like the Hell in a Cell animation. Those 2 hands looking like they were tearing a skull. I was like, that's fucking cool, that bit. Cool. So, yeah.
So Orton Hardy.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, they announced that on the pre-show it's going to be the first match. That's why I was like, right, I'm going to stay up. Because I thought with what Jeff might do, the following morning they might have cut something out of what we saw live. So I thought, I'm going to watch it live. It was a very good match, but I don't know, I think that unfortunate build-up in your head was when you think...
You overhyped it in your own head.
Yeah, when you think, what's Jeff Hardy going to do? The image you've got of Jeff is on top of the cell.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong, what he did was pretty cool because he may not have been on top of the cell, but he was the top of the cell.
He swung, he's swinging around from the top.
Yeah, and that bump which just ended... I think it was partially planned because I didn't see the X sign go up by the ref. But if I look at that replay, he lands face first on that table.
I don't think he gets his hands up quick enough.
No, I thought he knocked himself out cold. And then I thought I heard the ref say his face hit that bar underneath the table. I thought, yeah, if he's gone through the table and just gone face first onto the metal strip under the table, he's gone. But
then Orton told the guy to do his job and took him for the cover.
Yeah, well, even if it wasn't planned, Orton, I think, did the right thing of going, we can't just go... He can't break character and go, oh, Jeff, are you okay? He's just got to capitalise or think, I'm ending this match now, and did what he did.
But apparently he is injured, so maybe this is playing into the injuries, like, we'll do this so he can be written off for a few weeks. But Orton did a great job of being this sadistic fuck we love about him.
That screwdriver.
Oh! It was, I mean, even though, because I was watching it, and then I was watching going, oh my god, this is really difficult to watch. And then Sarah's like, yeah, but because of the way the lobe's done with the hole in it, you can't feel it.
Of course.
But I said, yeah, I know, Sarah, but watching that, it's just like, it's just something weird to watch.
At the end of the day, it's for any people who haven't got their ear pierced, so they won't know the thing. It's still got to be uncomfortable either way. They have a screwdriver through your damn ear.
Yeah. I was worried at one point. It's like, would he turn it too much and
I thought, is he going to
break it?
Yeah, is he going to?
Because he can. If you pull it hard enough, it will split.
Well, yeah. When he first put the screwdriver in, I thought he's going to stretch it to the point it snaps. That's what's going to happen. But the fact that he just twisted it round, and again, not be able to feel it, but seeing flesh and skin twist.
Yeah.
And no matter how little, it's like, oh my god. But they did. What the other matches seem to do that thing where it took a while to get into it. Where to me with Jeff Orton they were just straight down the business. They were just like bell rang and they're like, right, let's kick the crap out of each other. So I thought it was a very decent opener.
Definitely. I would have thought the tag titles would have been the opener, but they decided to go for this, and yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I kind of get why they open with it because it's like, right, we want to get the ball rolling quick, and also there's going to be everything else in the middle, and then the last cell match will be at the end of the night.
Yeah, yeah, it was good. What was next?
Next was the SmackDown Women's Championship.
Yes, I was kind of annoyed that this was on a bit early, but then again, I suppose in context with everything else,
well, you know, where else do
you put it? Yeah,
yeah.
It was good.
It was good. Again, it was one of those things where it took a while to get going,
but once it did, they were firing on all cylinders. Yeah. The great thing about them, because they're great friends and everything, they know how to work each other.
Yeah, they begin to get the crowd over slowly but surely. First, I sat there thinking, right, what kind of caliber match is this? Is this a match I'd expect to see on like SmackDown and Raw, or is it pay-per-view worthy? And as it went on, I thought, no, they're claiming their spot as a pay-per-view worthy match.
Mm-hmm.
in my opinion, because I've had a couple of opinions off people on Facebook who just thought the whole pay-per-view was shit.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of things, and I don't think that's the case.
Well, yeah, I know why they do, but it's like, yeah, okay, we do have to watch it differently how we would have in the Attitude Era, because it's PG. If they're expecting blood and tits and violence in a PG era, well, you're an idiot.
You're going to be disappointed.
Yeah, until they take away that PG.
What it is.
Yeah. It's unfortunately a family product, even though it's wrestling, it's violent. This is what I don't get about it. Anyway, that's a different discussion. Yes, the only problem I had with it was it seemed like a botched finish to me.
Yeah, I mean, it just seemed like a quick, kind of like a roll-up, I suppose.
Yeah, there was a couple of like, oh, you just got out of that, or what was that? Yeah, but unfortunately, this, to me, was the first botch of quite a few during the night, or flat endings. Because I preferred it. Don't get me wrong, it was like they were fighting outside the ring, they both roll in, suddenly Becky rolls it up in a way, I think that was a botched roll-up, and suddenly it's a 3 count.
Yeah.
Well, I probably would have preferred something like if Charlotte went for the moonsault and somehow Becky caught her, then rolled her up, it would have seemed a little more.
Well, she could have gone for the moonsault, and then instead of actually landing on her, she lands on her feet. At that point, Becky's got hold of her, trips her down to the floor, and puts her into the disarm.
Yeah, well, I don't think they were ever going to have Charlotte tap out.
Yeah, but that's one thing I was worried about when I was watching the match. I was kind of like, right, the main thing in Becky's arsenal is the disarmer. I was like, are they going to get Charlotte to tap? And I agree, yeah.
It was either going to be a roll-up or a dirty tactic off one of them, because I wasn't sure if it was going to be Charlotte that turned that night. Because everyone was behind Becky anyway.
Well, yeah, but the thing there, they were going to go full heel with Becky, but they realised that anti-hero is kind of the way they're going to push now. Like, even when she won the title, she didn't shake her hand. She kind of said, I'm never taking my moment again, and she walked off. I like that.
Yeah, I do.
It didn't seem like a heel, because a heel thing to me would be, as soon as you put in the handshake out, she grabs him and beats the shit out of her. But she didn't do that. She just said, you are not taking my moment again, and she bailed. That's an anti-hero. That's a stone cold thing to do.
Yeah, well, hopefully it's the build-up to Charlotte snapping, because that's what I want.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get me wrong, Charlotte's amazing as a heel.
Yeah.
Amazing. But if you're working this line with Becky as being an anti-hero, maybe you need to do the same as Charlotte, because you can't have heel an anti-hero or face an anti-hero, because it doesn't work as much. I think if you put them both as anti-heroes and you both understand both points, then you can really you can really enjoy it. It's like you do when you're with a film. It's like, again, I'll trace back to Thanos in Infinity War. You understand his point. That's why he makes him such a good villain.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. If you understand both their points and their side of the story, when they're going at it, you're like, this is invested.
Becky shouldn't come out on SmackDown tonight. Is it Tuesday night?
Yeah, I haven't watched Raw yet.
Yeah, I'm not going to spoil anything. On SmackDown tonight, I don't want Becky to come out going, there, go full on face again, goes, I did this for all of you.
No.
I don't want her to go full on heel, saying, screw you with this by myself. But if she references, something like, I told you I would do it. Yeah. But not be a dick to the crowd, just go, I've done it.
I proved the doubters wrong, I am now champion and this thing is staying with me.
Yeah. So, and then if Charlotte then kind of, not snapped as such, but just really got upset and went off on one, you haven't got a heel-face dynamic. You got the crowd's opinion and just two characters that hate each other.
Yeah.
Which is a good story.
Yeah, definitely.
So, I'm happy that Becky's the new SmackDown champion.
I didn't think it would happen, and I'm happy it did.
Well, I'm guessing it's obviously going to lead on to a rematch at Evolution.
Yeah.
Because that's one of the next pay-per-views down the line.
Yeah.
Next is the Raw Tag Titles, I believe. Let me just confirm this with the list.
I think it was.
It was, yes. It was.
Yeah, so, Seth and Dean versus Dolph and Drew, and this is definitely the match of the night.
I thought that as well.
It's fucking awesome.
Because, again...
It was just, it took a couple of minutes to get going, but
only a couple.
The last 5 minutes, though, it was false finish after false finish. It was just like, oh my god, is this ever going to win? It was amazing.
I thought that because...
really good, really well-told story.
But even the structure of which... I think the Dudleys commented on this a few years ago, of how tag team matches should go. The structure was brilliant of wanting that hot tag, and then the distractions of the ref when he gets the tag, and keeping Seth in the corner.
Yeah, that was good. The fact that he got the hot tag of Dean, and then because the ref didn't see it, Dean was like, "For fuck's sake!" And he's like, "Oh!" And he's like, "You're frustrated with him. He's like,
you're with Dean,
You're seething for him to get in there."
And then instead of it's one thing. The unfortunate thing for Kevin Owens is that when Kevin Owens does dirty tactics, you like him for it. But if you do it enough, like Dolph and Drew did, it might start as, that's smart actually on their part, to frustration of like, right, stop being cheating dicks now. Yeah. We want Dean, and then as soon as Dean got that hot tag, all hell just kind of broke loose for the next 5-10 minutes.
Just everything, it was just constant.
But to the point, I genuinely thought Seth and Dean were going to get it, because in my head I was thinking the Shield are walking out with all the gold tonight. That was just in my head.
Yeah, mate. I thought, mate, because when I think Michael Cole mentioned it when they said if they win and Reigns retains, they keep the gold. And I was like, I'll be right with that.
Yeah, because that was the only unfortunate thing of Seth being the tag match. We didn't get into Continental title match, but I was okay with that.
Yeah, with the match that they gave us, I let it slide.
Yeah,
but, I mean the ending when he was going for the Falcon Arrow with Dolph, and then he got twatted with the Claymore. And then and basically Dolph just unconsciously fell onto him, and that gave him the pin.
Oh, brilliant!
And then even with Drew as well, just carrying Dolph and the titles away by himself, was just like, this guy's a machine. Just such a really well told story of an ending. It's like it worked really well, and even down to, it wasn't a case of it's over now, Dolph can get back up. Dolph just fell onto his shoulders and he dragged him away, and it was constantly told until they disappeared behind the apron.
It's got to that point now where, with most, because of finishers and stuff, and sometimes the way the match is going, they can hit a finisher, but in the back of my head, it's always, he's kicking out, and he does, which is still a great shot value, but you sometimes call it in your own head.
Yeah.
With Drew, when I think he got dropped by, it was either Dirty Deeds or the Stomp or something off. The Frog Splash.
Yeah, that was it.
I thought this is it.
Yeah, I thought that was it.
Drew
when he kicked out,
oh my god,
that was probably the big kick.
Yeah, the only flaw I've got, and this is so tiny, but I'm just very no sexual jokes here, anal about it. The Claymore didn't connect properly with Seth. Obviously, it did connect, but it seemed to be like a glancing blow and then the three. But for it to be properly believable, I think Drew should have gone full on, bang, it's in his face, Seth's out, and Dolph got the thing. Yeah. It's the only small thing, because obviously you don't really want to hurt someone in real life.
It was good though. Definitely the match there.
I'm going to check my list again.
I think it was a mixed tag mix, wasn't it?
No, then, again, pissed off it was so low down the card, was the WWE title match with AJ and Joe.
AJ and Joe, again, this could have gone further up the card. It was a filler match for me. I think that it's a filler match with a reasonable ending because it continues the feud, and that's what I want. I want this feud to continue because I'm invested in Joe as this dickhead. I'm perfectly fine with AJ with the position he's in, but it's building up to that point where, right, Joe needs to take the title. And you're not going to do it at Hell in a Cell, so maybe they'll do it at the Super Showdown.
I think they should do it at Super Showdown.
Basically, Joe needs that title, and he deserves that title, and he's been building this feud amazingly with his talking and trash talking. Everything is amazing, and this match wasn't amazing itself. It was an all right match.
Yeah,
it was a filler match, in my opinion, but it was a means to an end. It was there to get to the next one because you want the feud to continue.
Yeah, you do in a way, because I love the promo at the start, the Night AJ book. Yeah, brilliant idea.
Really, as I looked at it, I went, I kind of want the book,
but also I kind of wanted more mind games with the family or the family to be there. But hey ho. What I found with the match was, I remember kind of watching it thinking, right, they're not doing what they did at SummerSlam with the mat-based wrestling and stuff.
No.
They can't with this kind of storyline because it's anger from AJ, frustration from Joe. But I still had the small lack of investment I felt at SummerSlam at the start of the match I did with this one. It did get going after a while.
Yeah, I mean, Joe definitely displayed that he's a fucking powerhouse. He knocked AJ off his arse at least 3 times.
Well, one of the things where I was thinking, this is decent, but again, I'm expecting this is more like a SmackDown main event. Yeah. That's really good.
I'm expecting a little bit more.
What made it kind of go, oh, okay, was that kick that like echoed throughout the arena. Just went, oh, okay, I know how it works, but that was fucking cool. When the way it ended with the coquina clutch, because I didn't see the tap out either.
No,
I just
because it was on the wrong side of the camera, and they showed the other camera, and you literally just taps him on the shoulder as he gets the 3
count. But the fact that Joe was celebrating, I thought, what the hell does Joe think's happened? And then I heard him yell at the ref like, he tapped out. I was thinking, oh my god, it's that whole Brock Lesnar Taker thing again.
I mean, he acted it really well, because he looked really happy, like, I've won.
Even though AJ's music's
then you hear the word, still, he went, what?
Yeah.
It's just like, you see him see the it's like, what? But not having this.
AJ's music was playing, so I was thinking, I think something was up straight away if the other person's music was playing, but I think I know they announced later in the night, or Paige did, saying, okay, Super Showdown, you got your rematch, and it's no DQ.
This is why I think it's a good ending, because now Joe is not just being a dick, he's an angry dick. He's got a legitimate... He's a legitimate reason to be taking that title now, because he's like, I should be the champion now. It's not a case I'm chasing it and I'm going to take it because I'm a badass. I have a right to have that title because I technically won it.
Yeah,
that's why I thought the ending was good, because it adds an extra layer to the feud.
I think, unfortunately, there's good business, but unfortunately with WWE there's politics.
Yeah.
With good business, they need to be careful with AJ, because it's getting to the point that everyone's getting just a little bit sick of his title reign. It's like, it's time to drop the belt.
This is the point. This is why I'm saying I'm at this point where I want Joe to take the title.
I've heard a few boos towards AJ last night.
AJ doesn't need it anymore.
No, but on the same side, because of stupid fucking politics, AJ's approaching to beat the record of CM Punk holding that WWE title. And I think Vince and Triple H and the powers that be are that petty, they're going to want to have AJ beat the record.
But they've done it with Lesnar.
Yeah, with the Universal title.
Yeah.
They obviously Punk held the WWE Championship. They're trying to erase Punk from the history.
Yeah, basically, yeah. So if there's anyone to beat him, then fine. AJ's not a problem. But it's just, it seems petty. Yeah, that's what they're doing. It's petty.
Don't do it for petty reasons. Do it for the good of the story.
Do it for the right reason. And at the end of the day, it's not the right reason.
Yeah.
You don't need him to hold that title that long. He's had it long enough. He's held it for a reasonable amount of time, and it's Joe's turn. Joe's earned that.
What I will say, because as far as I know, at Survivor Series, they're going to continue the thing they did last year of the Raw Champion versus SmackDown Champion.
Yeah. But Joe versus...
If it's Joe Reigns, I saw that at Backlash and it sucked.
Could be Joe Strowman. You never know.
I'd be fine with that, but I'd be okay with AJ Reigns again, because they actually had decent matches. But again, it means that AJ holds onto the belt.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Then it was...
Yeah.
You want to move on? Or
yeah. The only thing I was going to say is that the only thing I'm kind of getting annoyed at with AJ is that his promo work's starting to get a bit stock.
Yeah, just always the house AJ.
I'm gonna kick ass and I'm gonna beat this person. I'm gonna punch him in the face. Like, yes, we know.
Yeah, you mentioned.
I thought maybe it's a contrast because Joe's so good at promo work. It's making AJ not look as good.
Possibly, yeah. In a way, yeah. I mean, but you're sometimes only good as your opponent, because AJ and Cena's War of Words were brilliant.
Yeah.
But again, if you look back at that, most of the time Cena nailed him to the wall. So yeah, AJ might have to work on his game with that.
Yeah.
Next was the mixed tag.
Mixed tag, yeah. So Brian and Brie versus Miz and Maurice. This was probably the disappointment of the night for me.
Yeah.
There was nothing amazing about it, and it just seems like maybe they're sticking with Brian's a glorified mid-carder, and I don't want that to be the case. I was happy with this match happening because I thought I'm happy for Miz and Brian to continue the feud because we've all wanted that, and you don't want to blow your load too much by having them go against each other for 4 pay-per-views in a row. Mm-hmm. So you protect that by having it as a mixed tag. That's fine.
Yeah.
But it just seems like they weren't putting enough effort in.
To me,
and then for it to just be a roll-up victory with Maurice winning, and for that I was just kind of like, could have been better.
From a personal standpoint, because again, that was another seemingly botched finish to me.
Which, it just kind of popped up out of nowhere.
Yeah, seemed like the theme.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to be impartial because I just can't stand the Bellas. I don't think that...
It's like every single time on the TV, like Sarah's just saying, "Why are you here?"
Yeah.
It's like no one cares. And I said, "No, I don't care." They're glorifying the divas, and I don't care about.
I was so
the only reason Brie gets attention is because she's married to Daniel.
The same with when Nikki was Cena, because now that they've, I think now the Nikki Cena breakup is real.
Yeah.
Has anyone heard what Nikki's been doing? No, because she's not with John anymore. Because John was the one that put him in the spotlight.
Yeah.
But I was trying so hard to be impartial for the sake of the show and the sake of this. And every now and then, Brie would pull something else. That was alright. That was okay. Her voice is shrill. She needs to stop saying Brie mode.
Yeah. I think she needs to change the music as well. It's so kind of shit.
But I don't get...
It's so boring. It's like, I'll put some fucking balls into it.
Well, when
There's
I look
nothing to it.
When I look at Facebook, when like some Total Divas thing will come up, I'll look at the comments. It's all the same opinions I've got about why is this crap still
Why is this
there?
happening?
Blah blah blah. And then you hear either a decent-ish pop, and fair enough. And they show people in the audience, and fair enough, it probably is the only 3 people in the arena liking her.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking, if they really thought about it, is she over because you like who she is? Because she's a great mother, but not a great wrestler. Mm. Or are you cheering her because she's Daniel Bryan's wife?
Yeah, and because she's going yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Of course she's cheering
she can't get her own gimmick to get over.
She's just doing the same
shit. It has to have yes mode in the fucking t-shirt.
I know, yeah.
Oh
no.
But what
didn't like that.
Did, again, with the great tag team chemistry, what I did like, which even to the point made me think, actually, I do want to see Brie in the ring, was Miz just kept stopping Maurice in the ring.
That was the one thread that I liked, was the fact that they stopped Maurice and Brie getting to each other. And it's like
so you wanted it to happen?
Yeah, you built it up so you wanted that hot tag. And to be honest, I thought it'd be the other way around. I thought you were begging for the hot tag for Miz and Bryan. But they built it enough for me to go, alright, I actually want to see Brie kick her in the face. I want to see that
They
happen.
did well. For someone who hates the Bellas, they did that very well.
And then just fell flat after that.
It did fall flat because, again, the Maurice thing was just a kind of... I got you.
She barely even wrestled at all.
No.
She barely did anything. I think she must have done maybe 2 moves, and then the roll-up and it was over.
The ironic thing is, Breeze probably is a better wrestler than Maurice, but I still prefer Maurice because she's an original character. Mm. Because she's not just Miz's wife. If you look back at what she used to do before she married Miz, she was still that blonde bombshell bitch.
Yeah, but she's not copying any of Miz's moves.
No.
Doing any of his catchphrases. You know, she's not. She's just
Maurice.
She's Maurice.
Yeah, so, see, what I didn't get from that, I think the winner was good, the victory was good. They probably focused on the women more because it might be leading up to something at Evolution, maybe Maurice versus Brie.
Which is fine because I'm just like, it keeps them out of anything important.
Yeah. What I would like to happen to make it just perfect, in my opinion, is because the speculation going on the internet is that if Daniel's still there, he's staying because apparently his contract ran out in September. Mm-hmm. But I always think, right, he could have asked for an extension, or WWE could have offered an extension and more money just for the next 2-3 months, whatever. If at Survivor Series, because obviously Survivor Series is one of the big ones, Daniel goes, okay, 2 pay-per-views, 2 victories for you. Now, we could discuss how you did it, but we won't. It's still going to say in the record books, as you say, 2-0 to you. I want one more match with you. I'll keep Brie backstage, you keep Maurice backstage, no one's around, and if you win, you never see me in this company again. Similar to what happened with Dolph Ziggler, but when that kind of thing is on the line, and
it adds so much more flavour.
Yeah, and also not knowing of, like, is Daniel really going to leave? Because, again, I still think he might.
But that's the thing, you can still, if they do that, they can still build it around the social media side of things and make it in real world. Like, oh, he's not too sure about his contract. Then you have a little woman pop up, oh, he didn't sign his contract. Oh, I think he's got an extension to get through the pay-per-view. Little things like that to pepper it. So you you doubt yourself. So you doubt it and go, he might fucking leave.
Oh, yeah.
And then if he wins, it's a nice moment.
Just a little intro, because every little thing on Twitter, like a celebrity does, will be picked up on and speculated. So if Daniel put up something on Twitter like, interesting offer I've just been given. Again, everyone's going to
people going, oh my god, is it TNA?
Is it Progress?
Is it New Japan? What's going on? Is it All In? What's going on? No.
Yeah.
They're nuts. They're fucking nuts.
So you have to build it with social media, which they have to do.
Social media is a really big enemy of the wrestling world, but it also could be a real big asset if you use it correctly.
Like Ciampa did.
Yeah.
To ask Ciampa.
Ciampa's doing it amazingly.
He's the most hated guy in the company at the minute.
So you can't even buy his T-shirt.
That's brilliant.
That's to me, it's just like, you are a dick. I love that T-shirt and I can't have it because you're such a twat.
What I like as well is he must keep his ears to the ground really well, just be on the ball, because people began to like the fact that he had no music. It really fit in with his character, and because they began to like it, he's now got music.
Oh, has it?
Yeah. So, you're like, you dick!
But also with the wrestling game as well. With 2K19.
Oh, he's not in it.
He's not in it. He said, there's no way in hell I'm going to be in this game because there's no way in hell anyone can beat me in the real world or the fictional world. And I was like, dick!
It's probably...
dick!
It's probably...
But it works.
Not the case in reality. I bet he's pissed off he's not actually in the game.
But
he's making it work.
He's using
He's
it.
making it work. So
so that match, meh.
Yeah, apparently Brian got... I don't remember thinking this, but it was on the internet today that he came up... Fans upset with a move Daniel Bryan did. Well, what the hell did Daniel do? And the flying headbutt that he missed.
Yeah.
Apparently a lot of fans were like, what are you doing? You've had a concussion. You've got a...
He wouldn't do it if he was...
Yeah, if he weren't comfortable, he wouldn't have done it.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and also, who the hell are you to tell Dan what to do?
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, okay, we obviously don't want him to get hurt.
No.
But he could get hurt in any other move.
Yeah.
It's a dangerous business. So, yes. Next was the Raw Women's Championship.
Good. I mean, I thought it was... I mean, to be honest, obviously with Ronda squashing her last time, and then the time before that it was versus Nia, but she didn't do too much or too little. But this time, it was a proper match. And the thing I quite liked about it is that I can clearly see that Ronda is improving with each pay-per-view match.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I'm not saying it was the best match in the world, and I'm not going to say that it was the show of the night, because it wasn't. But I thought it was solid, I thought it was reasonably well told, and I think that Ronda is improving with every pay-per-view match.
I think it's one of them where I don't mind how it was executed, because like you say, because it was that kind of worry of like, is she going to be like the female Goldberg of just squash matches? So, but she proves she can go the length of, or at the minute.
And then they played on the story with the ribs and everything, which is good because it shows that
that was
she's
smart.
strong, but she's not invincible. But it gives Alexa an edge to get over.
Yeah,
on her.
it makes you think. I think there was only a 1% chance in my head thinking during the whole working on the ribs thing. It made me think, are they going to go with Alexa for this? That only slightly, but the problem I had, it seemed a little bit. It didn't. It took me a while to get into it. I'd probably put it on par with the mixed tag, if not put the mixed tag just above.
Really?
Yeah, because
I enjoyed this much more than the mixed tag.
Because what I really got annoyed with was instead of Mickie James and Alicia Fox being there as the heel in the corner and stuff, there seemed to be more of just a distraction for the viewer than like the heel play. Because when you looked at it, I was thinking, do you really need to be there? I mean, and if you were there, Ronda could have just snapped you like that. Natalya did fuck all. I still don't get why she's involved at the minute, unless it's going up to something.
Yeah, I think they're actually going to turn her heel. I think.
The only thing I would have done different, or two things, when Alexa seemingly had control, and then Ronda did the whole angry face thing. It was like, well, you could have just stuck with that dark stare. Don't do the thing, because you're just proving Alexa's point.
Yeah.
And it just...
Or so if you are going to do it a bit louder.
Yeah.
It just kind of went like...
Or do it like,
Just gone... Yeah. You know, we just fucking scream at her. And then you'd be like, holy shit, she's going nuts.
Do a proper rage, or by all means, turn that frown into a smile, and then humorously do... Like, now I'm going to kill you. Yeah. I'd say the way it went down was okay when I really think about it, but what I would have done as if I was a writer at the company, wishful thinking, I probably would have kept to doing the almost squash match thing every now and then until WrestleMania, because the rumour still is that she's going to face Charlotte at WrestleMania, and then it would get Charlotte more over, not that she needs to get over, but for WrestleMania, it gets Charlotte more over that. Right, this is the first match Ronda hasn't been able to squash it in 5 minutes flat. Charlotte's given her a run for her money. It instantly makes the Mania match more intense.
Yeah, but what I said, with them working on the ribs in this match, that was the angle for Alexa. If she she goes into Mania 100% and still struggles...
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, okay, it was an okay match.
Different opinions on that one.
Yeah, I mean... I don't think it's going to diminish Alexa at all. She's still a strong character. I'm more interested to see where Ronda goes now.
Yeah, but Alexa, I think she's improving.
Yeah, she's definitely improving.
Month on month, she's improving.
So then it's the main event.
Main event, yeah. So Reigns versus Strowman in the cage for the Universal title. Mick Foley doing guest referee, which kind of pops up out of nowhere on Raw.
Let me think about this.
It was good until the end. The ending was the only thing that really got on my nerve. Two things really got on my nerve. The ending... Because why would you do that? You've got to have a clear winner in fucking the cage. You've got
to. The other thing
that annoyed me is the fact that when Dean and Seth did come out, and Dolph and Drew and that, and all that stuff on the cage and jumping off and all that, that was all awesome. Yeah. Everything was awesome. But the whole time I was thinking, Strowman and fucking Reigns have been lying down for like 20 minutes. I was like, they're doing nothing. I was like, you've got to pan back to them and have them do something. You can't have them lie there that long because it's not believable.
What I thought from it was, again, there was the false finishes to the point where when Braun hit the running power slam, there was no buzz from the audience at all of like, he's done this, because they're like, oh, they're going to get Roman kick out again, and it happened. What I took from it was, it was good because it was a Hell in a Cell match. That's the only reason.
Boring.
No, it had the weapon parts and the spots, and they did it well. The Foley thing, I think, was purely because of the 20 years of hell thing.
But I would have thought, adding him in as the ref, he would have had something more to do.
Well, there was rumour he was going to get a bump.
Yeah, I thought maybe get a bump or something, or just a little bit more involvement in the story in some way. Like he squares up to Strowman and said, "Don't you you pay attention to me on the ref?" But nothing. He was just there as a ref.
I think it was purely to advertise 20 years of hell thing.
Yeah,
as soon as the pay-per-view was, as soon as the pay-per-view was over, that 20 years of hell documentary came on, and
watched it,
for those either with their head in the sand or new viewers who have gone, all right, why is Mick Foley so associated with Hell in a Cell? They're going to be like, oh, what's this? Because it's amazing. What bothered me? I cocked up for myself because that morning on Facebook, scrolling through, and the first thing I saw at the top was that Brock Lesnar re-emerging. Shit!
Oh,
fuck! Oh, bollocks!
No, really?
Yeah.
Actually saying that I got it spoiled for me for Becky winning.
Oh, did
I
you?
scrolled through Instagram and I saw the title. I was like, motherfucker!
It's so
you can't wait one night! Come on, Becky!
Well, they're not going to, are they? Because they want you to watch it live, so it's not spoiled for you.
But, I was shocked with Lesnar. I sat up and went, what?
But, right.
I did not expect it.
It was an interesting look. I like that he's growing the beard back.
Yeah, I said that. I said the same thing. I was like, I like his beard. I don't want him to get rid of it.
But I think
it's cool.
It's more as well for the character, I think, of like, since he's lost the belt, he's a changed man. Because he had clothes with no advertisement on it.
No advertisement, nothing. Not even like a wrestling t-shirt. It was just plain black.
Yeah. What I got annoyed about is, don't get me wrong, the Dean, Seth, Drew, Dolph thing was really cool. Climb on top of the cell. And the bumps off the side and stuff. I think at one point with Drew and Dean, when the suplex happened, I was shitting myself. I was like,
he's going to go.
But, if they were there because Roman, maybe Braun as well, but Roman obviously couldn't take those kind of bumps, or Vince wasn't prepared to take the risk in case his star got injured. And 2, if you need 4 other superstars that aren't involved in the match to go out there to give yourself a good main event, obviously the people you've got in the main event aren't good enough. So,
yeah, I mean, and then obviously adding Lesnar into the mix as well.
Well, the Seth Dolph thing, as cool as it was like very reminiscent of what happened between him and Dean a few years ago. I did think at one point, well, they're going to knock down a part of the structure or get into the cell, which will add another dynamic, or it means Braun and Roman can come out. I did like Lesnar kicking down the door of the cell.
Yeah.
Didn't see that coming whatsoever.
Fuck! And then he took it into the ring. Was like, oh my god, he's going to use it. And
he looked like he was setting up for something.
Setting up, then it fell down. I was like, is he going to prop that back up? And he just didn't use it. I was like,
yeah.
He could have F5'd onto them.
Finally got maced.
Yeah, finally got maced by...
Which again, if everyone's going, it's no contest because there was no ref either. There's plenty of refs backstage.
Yeah, it's like they could have ran down. They have in the past.
What I really wanted to happen was Lesnar to make his mark and go to leave, and just to be a dick to Roman, straight Strowman over Roman. And then you would have got a new champ.
But, I mean, I'd have been fine with that.
What annoyed me again, in a way, because the fact that Lesnar was there obviously meant for that appearance he still got a big paycheck. If he's going to be at a show, he should be wrestling for the amount of money you're paying him. So,
and this is the thing, is I am shocked that he's returned and kind of got himself involved with the match and everything.
Great to keep it down low because no one expected it.
No one expected. No, and hats off to them. But the thing that annoys me is that I'm done with Lesnar at the moment.
Yeah,
go to UFC, fuck off for a little bit. Just let Reigns have his moment. Let him feud with Strowman or whoever else you want to put him with. I don't care. But I don't want Lesnar involved for one very good reason. I don't want him holding the title again. Because he doesn't need it in any way, shape or form, and I don't want it not being on Raw. We've just got it back on Raw. I don't want it being taken away. I'm worried that him going back into this fold, that he's going to
I don't think he's taking the belt back. It wouldn't make logical sense right now.
No, it doesn't make sense, and I really hope that they don't give it him again. But, in the past, Vince has not made logical sense.
Again... Unfortunately, I'm 90% sure they won't put it back on Brock. The only reason that they might is if something's come up in UFC where they've gone, you haven't passed this test, or you haven't hit the weight, or we just haven't got the match ready for you that you want. So maybe in a year's time you can come back. Until then, go and fuck around WWE again. But I don't think that's it. I think that would have been leaked by now.
Yeah.
See, again, with him being there, with the amount he's getting paid, he should have been in a match. A lot of people would have gone, as long as it weren't Roman, which I get, but to bring back, because I was going to say about the AJ Joe thing, the fact that the match was like that low down the card, it's like, well, I know you're trying to get the Universal belt over, but you're diminishing the historic WWE Championship.
The belt.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what who holds the Universal belt. The belt is the WWE Championship.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. I mean, since AJ's been champion, has he headlined any?
I don't think so. No, not even.
That's
Backlash.
Not good enough. That's not acceptable.
No, did he do Money in the Bank? No, he didn't. No. So it's ridiculous.
Money in the Bank was Seth and Dolph, wasn't it?
That was Extreme Rules.
Oh, that's
Rules.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah.
What again? It's the same with the Cell, because I thought this before. With when you've got a theme pay-per-view like that, even the people that aren't in the Hell in the Cell match, when they're coming down for their match, they should be staring down that structure to get the match type over itself.
Yeah.
Depending on the character as well. So if, for example, next year, Braun Strowman's Hell in a Cell, he's not in a Cell match, but he looks up at the Cell coming out and just, because he's a monster, just that smile of like almost memories and stuff. And then heels like, Jinder Mahal or someone like that, the cowardly heel, just look up at that Cell and it's daunting and terrifying to them. It instantly gets, for more new viewers than anybody else, of like, right, he's terrified of it, he's sadistically happy by it, this Cell's got to be brutal, which it is. And to get back to Brock Roman, if they were going to have Brock wrestle Roman again, Hell in a Cell, inside Hell in a Cell wouldn't have been the place to do it, because at the minute they seem to just go, well, it's Hell in a Cell season, you'll fight in the Cell. Where Hell in a Cell should be the structure that finishes rivalries. And if you're going to finish Brock Roman in the right way, the Hell in a Cell match would have made sense.
But I just don't want Brock Roman anymore.
No one does. No one does.
For so long, and Vince needs to realise that. You've got your golden boy with the title.
Yeah.
Don't give him a chance to build up a decent feud with someone else. Don't put him against the same person again and again and again. Because not only does no one really care about Roman, you're going to make him not care about the feud either. No.
I mean, I can't say much because of what happened on Raw, and you don't know. So I'll just go to the rating thing, because I was going to give it 8 out of 10. But I'm going to go with 7.5 purely because of the few little botch finishes, or just flat finishes.
Yeah.
I think they could execute better. But as far as the pay-per-view goes...
It's reasonable. I was going for 7 as well.
Yeah.
That was my ballpark. I thought, 7 I think is fair.
As far as this year goes, or the last 6 months at least, I'd put it on par, if not just above SummerSlam.
If they hadn't had the flat finishes that they had, if they had had a real proper decisive winner on the main event, then I probably could have given it 8.5.
Yeah, because if you peel it back and really think about it, there wasn't really a bad match of the night.
No, there wasn't.
They were all pretty decent matches.
They were either good or great. You know what I mean? There was another one looking at and going, this is awful.
Yeah.
Even the mixed tag, when I was disappointed in what was going on, really. It wasn't amazing. I wasn't looking at it going, this is crap wrestling.
Yeah, well, that was it. In the last few pay-per-views, it's been a mixture of great match, shit storytelling, shit match, what the fuck are they doing? Oh, that was okay. Where this was all, okay,
good,
all tick approvals for me. Because this is the reason I might put Cell above Hell in a Cell. Cell above SummerSlam, sorry. Because, obviously, at SummerSlam, we had the Kevin Braun debacle, which I still don't understand.
That took it down a couple of points.
The other thing I'll say with the why I put 7.5 is that you've got a show without Kevin Owens, without Shinsuke Nakamura, without Bobby Roode, without Finn Balor. You've got 4 former great NXT champions, as well as other great talent on the roster, that you're not utilising. And I know you can only do so many matches per night, but
I kind of give that stuff a pass for one good reason. We've already complained a lot about saying that there's too much content, and they stripped it back to one pay-per-view a month, and they should be stripping back certain hours on the TV shows as well. This is why I'm okay with it if there's a certain person doesn't appear on a pay-per-view, because I don't mind waiting until the next pay-per-view. If they're building up something reasonable, then that's fine. Because I don't want them to say, "Oh, it's a pay-per-view, put them in a match quickly."
Yeah.
I don't want them to just do that.
Yeah.
I want to say, well, if it's not earned, let's wait till the next one. Keep building it up over a few weeks.
I suppose it was more Shinsuke than anything else, because I thought, you're not having a US title match.
You could have made a feud. You had time to do so, and you chose not to do anything.
Because
4 weeks.
Well, the rumour is on SmackDown 1000, it's going to be Jeff Shinsuke again, depending on Jeff's injury status, I suppose. Because this isn't really a spoiler, but you mentioned they've stripped it down to one pay-per-view a month. Well, we're approaching the end of this podcast, so I can say next time, or next month, you're going to get us twice, I think, because we've got Super Showdown and Evolution. And then in November, they've announced on November 2nd is a pay-per-view called Crown Jewel. They've already announced, because it's in Saudi Arabia again.
Right.
They've already announced a match, but I won't spoil it because they announced it on Raw. And obviously Survivor Series in November as well. So 2 months, 2 pay-per-views. but okay, I suppose it's 2 months.
It's good for us, podcast-wise, but it's just kind of like I was happy just having one a month.
Okay, I suppose we should call it 2 pay-per-views, 2 network exclusives.
Cushions the blow a bit.
Yeah, they seem to be building up Super Showdown like it's pay-per-view, but I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to broaden the horizon of global phenomena, and I don't blame them.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, I think that's pretty much
I'd say it was a reasonable pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Could have been better, but I still had a good time.
Yeah, compared to the pay-per-views we've had previously this year, it's a tick in my book.
Yeah, definitely.
So
7.5.
Yeah, I'll go with that, yeah.
So that's Hell in a Cell all done, dusted. Next one is it ever? No,
Super Showdown in about 3 weeks.
So we got that coming. Obviously, make sure you like, subscribe, usual stuff. Obviously, again, vote for us if you can. Vote for us.
Yes,
we want to win stuff. We'd be happy.
And we'd be happy with you. We I don't know what we do for you.
Unfortunately, we can't review.
We continue.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we can't review Raw on SmackDown every week and all news whenever it pops up because we've got lives and I've got my own YouTube channel. We just don't have time.
Yeah, I love wrestling, but I don't think I'd go that far.
Exactly. Unless this was our full-time job where we got paid to do this kind of stuff, then we're happy just doing it once a month.
I'll tell you what. If you request it or if we win something, we'll at least think about reviewing the NXT takeovers.
Okay.
Because that would be fun, I think.
Yeah, okay.
Because they're always good.
And
they're short.
Yeah. We got some quick, like a half-hour podcast.
Yeah.
So we'll see you in 3 weeks.
Yeah. Bye!